David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Red Raiders offense will have the football first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you
taking a shot on the first play. Pulls it in down the middle. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aggies offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Throwing Reed. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Now here's Reed. Under fire. He's got it on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Owens. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Here's Reed to throw. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Going to the run, it's Owens. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Aggies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Quick completion to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in.
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Reed. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Aggies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Unloads quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially their passing attack, still going to be tough to stop. Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. Reed, under fire, snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Got his man in the middle, and he's knocked down.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Throwing Reed. And the quarterback is knocked down. At the 13. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong run.
Makes you grab and room to run. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's on the move. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Dickey. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Plucks it out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reed. Bringing the heat. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Edwards. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Makes a catch. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat-and-mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Using his legs, it's Sticky. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Reed. He'll take the deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Quick release by the QB. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Throwing Reed. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gets the back moving. Plows through the defense. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Owens. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team.
Snags it, and he's open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the pressure continues to now shift towards this defense. And running backs had a great day today, carrying the football. They know they've got the lead late in the game. How aggressive do they want to be? And especially defensively now, what's your answer for this ground game? Because it's been really good today.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now on the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Shakes off the defender. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's sticky. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. That DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires quickly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now it's a 1-possession game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. Running inside. It's Owens.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The option look. Now the pitch. Finding some room. Touchdown, Aggies. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab right down the middle. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Red pass, it's complete. Might have a chance. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a